What's up, everybody? Dog 1985. There's levels to this. I have been extremely lucky this generation. This gaming generation, I considered myself lucky. I jumped into the Xbox ecosystem and the Xbox platform this generation, and I went full steam ahead with Game Pass, and I got the Xbox Series X. And at the beginning of this generation, there was the very little, very minimal disappointment when it came to the Xbox Series X and my gaming experience. You see, I was one of those gamers that when people didn't understand why you would get an Xbox over a PS5 or an Xbox Series X or a PS5, or why Game Pass was such a big deal to anybody. I was one of those voices that was able to explain that there are gamers out there that were just like me that hadn't experienced Xbox before, and Microsoft have had presented us with a very unique situation and a very valuable situation. Meaning, on the Xbox Series X, I was able to play every single Halo, every single Gears, both Ori's, Rise Son of Roman, Sunset Overdrive. Literally, I played all the old classics, all the 360 great games, all the hidden gems on the Xbox One that didn't get the praise that they deserved, and I also got to play Xbox Series X games as far as Forza Horizon 5 and Halo Infinite. So for a long period of time, the Xbox Series X was giving me everything and more that I wanted. When I was playing those older games, they were running better. They were upscaled to 4K, auto HDR. A lot of them had FPS boost. I remember I even played Anthem, and when I played Anthem, I played it at 60 frames because the Xbox Series X could do that. And I'm not gonna lie to you, I was extremely satisfied. Now, every once in a while, you can go back and see videos of me calling the Xbox Series X weak compared to the PS5 when they had games like Assassin's Creed Valhalla, where the box said optimized for the Xbox Series X, but for whatever reason, it ran better on the PS5. I remember those. I remember those times. But I'll be honest with you, though, that's not a game that I was interested in. I was just calling a spade, right? So even though I get accused of being a flip flopper and I get accused of being a shill and all that other stuff, I've been calling out Xbox since the beginning of this channel. So whenever they did something, I deserve to be called out. But that's neither here or there. Regardless, though, Xbox has satisfied my need in gaming. It wasn't until recently, with a combination of a few things happening back to back to back, that kind of got me to turn from Xbox and look at a different way of gaming that would benefit me. Now, that is one of the things that I've said since the beginning of this channel is I'm gonna game the way that's gonna benefit me, whether you like it or not. The first one I remember was Redfall. I couldn't believe that they were going to drop a game at 30 frames per second. That's a first person shooter. And I remember the Xbox community and even some Xbox YouTuber got on me saying, hey, you don't buy a console for frames. If you want power, you go ahead and get a PC. And I didn't understand that concept. When it was Xbox, I was promoting the power of the Xbox Series X. It wasn't me. It was Xbox and Xbox people that were promoting the power. If that was the case, they should have never mentioned anything. What's the point of having two SKUs if one's not going to be more powerful than the other one? So do we buy Xbox Series X just for the better resolution? Like, I don't understand, because then that would equate to better power as well, right? So it didn't make sense. But I remember Redfall dropping at 30. That was a disappointment. I remember game skipping Xbox. That was kind of strange. Then Starfield dropping at 30 as well. That was another disappointment. And even though I enjoyed Starfield, I definitely would have enjoyed it a lot more at 60. And the argument was that Starfield is not a first-person shooter; it's more of like a RPG style of game, and every single excuse, and that it was too big. And then finally, Hellblade dropping at 30 frames, and at that point, I was kind of like, okay, everything's gonna be coming at 30 frames, and I want to play with better power. And along that time, I got an Asus ROG Ally as well, and I saw what the Asus ROG Ally could do. So I went ahead and I jumped into PC, or I tipped my toe into PC. The first way that I did it was I got a gaming laptop. Then fast forward, I went ahead and got a gaming PC, and that's enough of the backstory. This is what this video is about. I realize now that I am currently gaming on the best gaming platform there is, and there is no denying it, and it's been right in front of us. They almost snuck into the game and no one even is even seeing it. They have been so stealth with it that some people today, to this day, some people in this video are not even going to acknowledge it. But the gaming platform that I'm talking about is Steam. Steam is hands down the best gaming platform this generation. And they have done it quietly and snuck in to this marketplace. Now, a lot of you are going to sit there and say, Doc, you sound dumb. Steam is not a gaming platform. All I want you to do is look up what is a gaming platform. You can try to say that Steam is a storefront, but you would be wrong, or you wouldn't be 100% accurate, because I would say PlayStation is a storefront as well, and Xbox is a storefront as well. You could say Steam is a launcher, and again, you wouldn't be wrong, but you wouldn't be 100% correct either, because Xbox is also a launcher, and you wouldn't say that Xbox is not a platform. And the one thing that people would say to discredit Steam from being a platform that would probably make sense is if you said there isn't a dedicated hardware like Xbox and PlayStation. And to that, my friend, you already know you're wrong. Out of all the launchers on PC, Steam literally hits every single wicket to be a platform. It's got a dedicated hardware. It's got dedicated software. It has a launcher. It has a storefront. It has an ecosystem. And get this. This is why Steam is the best gaming platform. It is the only platform that has both PlayStation and Xbox games, more than PlayStation has Xbox games and more than Xbox has PlayStation games. Steam has it. You can literally, and again, you can literally buy a device that is Valve's Steam that can play both Xbox, PlayStation games on one device. And if you want to say, oh, it's a PC, the Steam Deck is a PC. You're right. But that's part of the platform. That's the platform that the Steam Deck is. It's a specific machine made to play games. That's what the Steam Deck is. It's literally a specific machine made to play games. It's not even using Windows. It's using Linux. Literally a specific machine used to play games. The same way that the Xbox is a specific machine used to play games, and it does other things, the Xbox Series X and S. The PlayStation 5, a specific machine used to play games. And it could do other things as well, but that's what it's used specifically for. It has its own unique UI. Literally, Steam has it. And just like the Xbox, and just like PlayStation as well, you don't have to buy their hardware to use their ecosystem. You do not have to buy their hardware to use their ecosystem. Explain to me how Steam is not a platform then. I'm literally gaming on the best gaming platform, and it is Steam. I'm going to get your PlayStation games, y'all know, and eventually day and date. And I'm getting Xbox games day and date. I could use Steam on my Asus ROG Ally big picture mode. I could buy a dedicated Steam device of a Steam Deck if I wish. Literally, the best gaming platform is Steam. And they did it very quietly. Let's go ahead and drop a handheld. They won't see it as a threat. Dog 1985. Oh, there's levels to this. We out. Peace.